All right, Philly Key Sports here with young Swift, Danny Garcia, and his father and trainer, Angel. Danny's got a fight Friday night on ESPN, going to fight Pablo Miranda of Mexico, who has an 18-3 record. It's a pretty good step up for Danny. It's probably his toughest opponent to date. So, Danny, what do you feel about this fight?
I'm in great shape for this fight. You know, I've been training real hard. I know I got a tough opponent from Mexico with a good record, and, you know, considered a step-up fight. I've just been training real hard. You know, I'm in great shape. I'm mentally ready. You know, my first televised fight is going to be on ESPN. So I feel real good. I'm feeling good, man. I'm just, you know, right now I'm just relaxing in the hotel until the weigh-ins tomorrow, and just ready to let my hands go.
All right. Well, yeah, a lot of people, you know, from Philly especially, but I mean, you're gaining a buzz around the world. A lot of them, you know, been hearing about you. This is your first real, like, co-feature on TV. I have to ask your father, Angel, you know, how's preparation been going? What have you been saying in the gym? You know, how things looking coming into this fight?
Danny's ready physically, mentally. Yeah, that's the most important thing, is spiritually. He's ready, and we've been getting good sparring with undefeated young prospect from Philly. And he's coming along pretty good. He's ready. And the most important thing is mentally and physically and spiritually. So he's ready to go.
Okay. So, Danny, I mean, you turned pro in, what was it, 2007, like around the end of that year?
I turned pro in 2007, I think on November 18th at the Borgata.
Okay. Yeah, you've been keeping a pretty steady pace at, you know. A lot of guys, you know, only fight 3-4 times a year. I mean, you've been keep racking them up. You know, I mean, you still feeling good about that? Is that wearing you out a little bit? Or?
No, I feel real good, man. I'm just, you know, keeping me sharp, it's keeping me in shape. So, man, I'm just blessed to get that many fights, because a lot of people, like you said, fight 3-4 times. So, you know, the more the better. You only get one shot at it, so I'm taking full advantage of it.
Okay. I'd like to take it back a little bit. You know, I mean, prior to turning pro, I mean, you had one of the best amateur careers coming out of Philly of all time, you know. You touch a little bit on your amateur experience? I mean, you know, some of the tournaments you fought in and won, things like that?
Yeah, you know, I had 120 amateur fights. I was 107 wins, 13 losses. You know, I was the 2005 under 19 national champion, and then they took us out to Finland, and I won that. It was an international tournament called the Team Tournament. I was the first person to win that since after De La Hoya. De La Hoya won, I think, in 80 or something like that. So I won that, and then I came back home and won the 2006 U.S. National Championships. I was ranked number 1 in the country, where they took us, you know, to fight against other countries, other duels and stuff. In 2007, I was the 2007 U.S. bronze medalist, and then I went to the trials, and I placed second. I was the alternate, and after the trial, we fought a duel against Australia, and I stopped the guy. So, you know, I had pretty good amateur experience, and it's helping me out in the pros a lot.
So what's been the biggest difference from you know, transitioning from the amateurs to the pros?
It's just, you know, it's more settled, it's more relaxed. But I try to bring that explosiveness with me, like I did in the amateurs. You know, just letting your hands go a lot. But this is just, you know, still be explosive, but more careful and more picking your shots and keeping your hands up. Okay.
This one's for Angel. You've obviously been there since the very beginning. How did you get into boxing, and how did Danny ended up getting into the boxing to begin with?
Well, it always ran in our family. Like, my dad used to like box a lot. I mean, he did it as amateur, but didn't really, you know, took it no further. My brother boxed. My cousin, I did too, but I mean, sort of like Danny did. And my brother-in-law was a professional boxer too, and, you know, I always loved the boxing. Like, I always loved the boxing. I'm a Latino, you know, we love it. And then Danny, you know, when he was younger, we used to watch, you know, Travis stuff on TV, and he was small, running around, and I used to, you know, call him over and tell him to start dipping and slipping. He started dipping. I was like, oh, he's dipping. Like, you know, I don't know why, but I had that solid instinct that was Danny's ticket, you know, was boxing, you know, and he went to the gym and stood at the gym, and I wanted him to ask me. And one day he said, he was telling me not to go to the gym. I said, okay, you really want to go? I wanted him to make the first move. And then it was history from there on down. It's been 11 good years. God has blessed him a lot. And I always told him to stay focused. But that's the most important thing in life is to stay focused, especially when you're young.
Yeah.
So it was hard and it was easy at the same time.
That leads into a question I have for Danny. I mean, you're still a young guy. You're having the opportunity to travel the world fighting on some big cards. Do you find it hard to stay focused at times? You got a little bit of the fame now. You got some money now. A lot more to come as well. I'm sure a lot of other things are out there. So what's your take on that part of the sport?
Actually, traveling and fighting on these big cards and going around the world, that's actually keeping me more focused because it makes me more hungry. I'm still on the undercard, so I want to be the main event. I want to be the main event where everybody comes to watch me fight. More people come to cheer me on Danny Garcia. So it's keeping me humble and it's keeping me prepared.
Okay. So speaking of the main events, I mean, you keep racking up the wins. It probably ain't too far away. What do you think of the welterweight division right now? On the top end.
Well, the welterweight division is a tough division. I think all the divisions are tough right now. Actually, I plan on fighting at 140. Junior welterweight.
Okay.
I'm playing at 140, 142, 143. Just stay in there because I don't really have to make 140s on a title shot. So we just been making catch weight, but when the big fight comes, it's gonna be at 140.
Yeah, not to call anybody out, but is there one guy out there you would just love to fight someday?
Right now I'm just worrying about Friday, Miranda. But in the future, I'll fight anybody. The best of the best. I fight the best of the best, but I gotta beat these guys finally.
Okay. All right, yeah, that's a good point right there. I mean, you gotta stay focused at the task at hand. So I got one more for Angel. How much longer do you think it is before he's ready to jump up to those 10-rounders, those 12-rounders? Before it really gets into the thick of things in that division.
Well, we ready now. He's got 10-rounders. We could get 10-rounders now, but we don't want to push him too fast. So and we just want to win by the end of this year. If God wants it like that, we should be in the top 10, no problem. But a little bubble, and then we can start looking at top fighters out there. Champions or elite fighters. Mega fights. It don't matter. It's come out here and do this and then look for the future, to give us a playoff. And that's definitely. It's definitely going to happen.
All right, it's for Swift. Get ready to wrap it up here because I know you're pressed on time. But for those who haven't seen you yet and who are going to, see you for the first time on Friday, can you give them a little bit of an idea of what they can expect from you?
A lot of hungriness. I'm going to be in great shape. A lot of speed, a lot of power. Aggressiveness, boxing skill. I'm going to be a versatile fighter. But just a lot of hungriness and tough kids with Philadelphia, and ready to show the country what he's about.
All right. Well, I appreciate your time, gentlemen. Is there anything you want to say out there to the fans of Philadelphia and around the world who are going to be listening to this?
Make sure you watch. June 12th, ESPN. To support me, man. This is what I do. I've been wanting this my whole life. Just to be on TV. It's a dream come true. So I want people to watch me. Fulfill one of my dreams of being on TV.
All right, well, there you got it from one of the up-and-comers from Philadelphia, one of the top 140-pound prospects in the world, Danny Garcia.